You think being unforgettable means holding on, fighting harder, proving your worth. It doesn't. The truth is darker and far more powerful. The people who stay in someone's mind the longest are not the ones who begged to stay. They are the ones who walked away and never looked back. No explanation, no drama, no second chances, just silence. And that silence becomes louder than anything you ever said, because the human mind cannot tolerate an unfinished story. You didn't lose her overnight. You lost yourself slowly. You gave more. You tolerated more. You stayed when your instincts told you to leave. And every time you ignored that voice, you taught her something. That you wouldn't leave. That no matter how she treated you, you'd still be there. And the moment she believes that, she stops respecting you. This is the trap. The more you chase, the less you are valued. And deep inside, something starts breaking. Not loudly, not all at once, but quietly. You begin to question yourself, replay conversations, blame your tone, your words, your worth. That's not love. That's erosion. Here's what no one tells you. People don't remember relationships as a long timeline. They remember moments, the most intense moment, and how it ended. So if your story becomes you chasing, you apologizing, you staying, that becomes your identity. Predictable, replaceable, forgettable. But something strange happens. The moment you stop giving closure, the moment you leave without explaining everything, you create a gap, an open loop in her mind, and the brain hates open loops. It will replay you, analyze you, question you, over and over again. Trying to answer one question, why did he really leave? And because you didn't give her the answer, she never gets to move on cleanly. You stay in her head. There's a moment most men miss. Not an argument, not a betrayal, a quiet realization. When staying hurts more than leaving. When you're tired, not of her, but of what you've become around her. That's the threshold, the point where fear of being alone is finally weaker than the need to respect yourself. And once you cross it, something shifts. You stop negotiating, you stop explaining, you stop hoping, you become calm. And that calm is dangerous, because now you're not reacting anymore, you're deciding. Most men ruin this moment. They announce it, they threaten it, they explain it to death. That's weakness disguised as closure. A real walk away is quiet. You don't argue your value. You don't defend your decision. You just remove yourself. No emotional performance, no last speech. Because the moment you explain too much, you give her control again. And understand this clearly. Silence is not punishment. It's power. There's a difference between trying to hurt someone and refusing to stay where you're disrespected. One is manipulation. The other is self-respect. And when you leave with dignity, you rewrite the entire memory of the relationship. You go from the guy who stayed too long to the one who finally walked away. That becomes the final image, and the final image is the one that lasts. Here's the twist most men never expect. You don't become unforgettable because she misses you. You become unforgettable because you no longer need her to. That's the shift. When you're not checking her messages, not wondering what she's doing, not hoping she comes back, you've already won. Because now, you're not operating from lack. You're operating from choice. And people feel that, even in your absence. Especially in your absence. That's when she starts to wonder. That's when she replays everything. That's when your silence becomes a permanent presence in her mind. This was never about her. It was about you. The moment you stop chasing validation, the moment you stop tolerating disrespect, the moment you stop explaining your worth, you become someone different, someone rare, someone who can walk away and mean it. And here's the final truth. You don't become unforgettable by making someone remember you. You become unforgettable the moment you're willing to be forgotten. If this hit you, then you already know. You've felt that moment, that quiet breaking point. So here's the question. Have you crossed it yet? Or are you still negotiating with something that's already over? Comment below. And if you're done chasing, if you're ready to move different, like the video. Subscribe to Void Response. Because here, we don't beg for attention. We become the silence they can't escape.